separation will not just come for you if you're not making those decisions. You have to think, you have to pray, you have to ask God to give you the grace and separate. Hello family, welcome to my channel, Liz Tamon. If you're actually new on my channel, please don't forget to subscribe or put the notification bell so that anytime I upload a new video, you will be notified that Liz Tamon has actually uploaded a new video. So today I'm gonna share with you just a little bit about elevation. So you need to just stick back there and get to learn one or two things. So our Bible reading today is going to come from the book of Genesis chapter 13 verse 5. The fact that I'm talking about, I have with me some notes here. I'm talking about elevation requires separation. So I thought I should actually quote scripture which is coming from the book of Genesis chapter 13 verse 5 when we talk about the separation of I think not Lottie, sorry for that. So in verse 5, I'm not going to read the whole chapter. I will just read verse 5 maybe up to 8. So now Lot, who was moving about with Abraham, also had flocks and herds under tents, but the land could not support them while they stayed together, for their possession were so great that they were not able to stay together. And quarreling arose between Abraham's herd and Lot's. The Canaanites and Perizzites were also living in the land of the time. So Abraham said to Lot, "Let's not have any quarreling between you and me, or between your herders and mine, for we are close relatives." So verse 9, "Is not the whole land before you? Let's part company. If you go to the left, I will go to the right. If you go to the right, I will go to the left." So Lot looked around and saw that the whole plain of the Jordan towards Azir was well watered, like the garden of the Lord, like the land of Egypt. This was before the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. So when you look at this story of Abraham and Lot, it's a very interesting story of which it actually got me talk a little and encourage someone out there who is actually having a little bit of maybe you're having problems with separating with people who are not adding value to your life, separating with people who are actually draining you, separating with a lot of things which are actually not making you to progress. So I want to tell you out there to say, please, in order for you to see elevation coming in your life. So if you want to dream, for you to dream big, there are times whereby you just need to separate from certain things that are not helping you grow. So when you look at the story of Lot and Abraham, it's not that these people were relatives, and they saw that there was a lot of argument, there a lot of quarreling between their workers and stuff like that. And when they saw that things were not working out, they had to part ways. So my sister, my brother out there, the grace is enough on you, but because you are surrounded with people who are not actually letting you do certain kind of things, making decisions in your life that will actually help you to get towards your destiny helpers, because you're holding on to those individuals who are actually not going to make you get in touch with people who are going to help you get to where you need to get to. So my dear, you need to separate in order for you to get that elevation. So in order for you to see dreams that you have always been dreaming, to say, I want this to happen in my life, you got to hit yourself to say, I need to separate with things that will not help me get my dreams happen. Some of you, you are actually trying to grow, but you can't grow because there are people who are pulling you not to see that growth happening, because there are people who actually smells the growth. There are people who smells your goals. There are people who smells even those dreams that you have actually had, and they know to say, indeed, the moment we just let go of this person, then this person is gonna blow, is gonna be this and this. But that requires you to make a decision. In order for you to see that elevation coming in your life, you got to make a decision to separate with people who are not actually helping you. You know, there are people whereby they are full of fear, they are full of negativity, and they know definitely to say, the moment we just let go of this person is gonna actually make it in life. So they will try by all means all the time to bring negativity in your life, all the time to bring fear in your life, because they know that when they instill that fear in you, you won't manage to actually get that elevation that you're actually looking for. So hence, you have to make the decision to let go of people who are actually all the time putting fear in you, all the time bringing a lot of negativity in your life, in order for you not to see the elevation that God wants to put in your life. Please, my sister, please, my brother, it's not bad for you to separate, but you need to do it. You need to make that decision by yourself. There are times, let me just tell you this, because you need to know that there are people who are there in your life just to steal your time. They're just there to monitor anything that you're doing, so that they can block you from you getting what you are looking for. They will just come to stop you from becoming what you need to become. So these are people who are actually time stealers. They will steal your time. When they see that there are good things that are about to happen in your life, they will help you, because they know to say that if we disturb this person, then this person is not going to get what they want to get. So maybe you are actually in university, maybe you are actually planning, you are on a project, you have a lot of things that you have put in place to say you need to get them, and in order for that elevation to happen, those things you have put them in alignment towards what you want to get as your goals. But because you are actually having those people who are actually holding on to your time, we are having people who are actually coming to disturb here and there whenever they see you getting busy to study, whenever they see you getting busy to actually plan about certain things, when they see you trying to get into organizing things that will actually help you to get that elevation, they will try to come and disturb you. So you got to separate yourself from people who are going to disturb everything that you're trying to do in order for you not to get what you want. Please, you have to make that decision. Separate in order for you to see that elevation, that glory of God happening in your life. It's not that you're a bad person, but you got to do this. You got to make a decision in order for you to see progress happening in your life. So progress does not just come just like that, but if you are actually surrounded by toxic people, got to make a decision to stay away from such kind of people. You know what? You have husbands out there who are actually seeing the potential in you to marry you, but because you're actually surrounded by people who don't see the value in that man, all they see is the current situation. They don't see the future. They don't calculate. They don't know how to do that, and yet they are there to instill you with a certain kind of knowledge that is not going to help you in actually becoming that wife that man is actually eyeing on you, and yet you end up losing a man that God has actually prepared for you. So because of the devil knows to say that when this person separates and become alone, or maybe become with the people who are actually of value, you're gonna get that husband, that good husband that you need to get. Now is the time you need to make that decision. If you're actually surrounded by people who only see the current situation, even when the man has actually graduated, the man has actually he's full of knowledge and all the things that the good man has, the qualities, but because of the bad friends that you are actually surrounded with, you are failing to actually be able to see these good qualities in the man that is actually eyeing on you. And I'm telling you, you got to make the decision by yourself to separate yourself from people who are toxic, who are not letting you see the value of that good man who is actually trying to come closer to you, to say that this is the right man. They are actually giving you bad advice. You already have that man who is just nearby you, but because you are surrounded by people who are toxic, you are surrounded by people who don't see that good man. But if you are alone, you need a secret place that will actually help you, to ask God to help you to identify and to help you even to know and be able to see, to say this is actually the right man for me. But because of those bad friends that you are having near you, you are failing to see this. You need to separate yourself from such kind of people that will not let you see the light in a man that is actually good for you. So marriage will actually come for you, but you need to separate yourself from things that are not adding value, that will not let your eyes be open to see things that will actually be of value. That elevation is just around you, but you have to make a decision. People around you who might either bring peace or they might bring pain. But this is up to you, for you to discover and know, to say these people are actually, when I'm around them, they're actually giving me peace. But this kind of people, when I'm around them, they're actually giving me pain. There are such kind of people whereby even when you are just around them, they will never see anything good in you. They will never even say anything good. They will never even encourage you. They will never actually support even your dreams. They will never even do anything. So what are you waiting for in order for you to separate yourself from such kind of people who are not going to help you actually discover yourself? You need to separate yourself in order for you to see that elevation. The elevation is about to happen. There is a shift that is about to happen in your life, but because of such kind of people who are just around you, who are not actually adding any kind of value, they are actually the salt. They're a little bit bitter around you. They don't want to see anything good, and because of that, you are failing to actually discover yourself. You are failing to actually grow. You are failing to do things that will actually help you to be a better person, because you are trying by all means to be with these kind of people who are not actually helping you grow. All they see is negative. All they see is things that will not actually help you. So my sister out there, you need to make a decision. These are people who will not help you to build your empire. These are people who are actually just want to see you cry. They only want to see you with pain, and yet they will try by all means to make you feel bad over and over. Even when you do something good, they will always tell you, no, this is not good, this is the. So you got to see these things and make a decision. To think, you have to pray, you have to ask God to give you the grace and separate. Hope these points are actually helping you actually to make a proper decision in your life. I hope they will help you. Maybe you are actually standing there and you're telling me to say, Liz, you don't know what you're actually talking about, because you are just right there, you are talking, it's only you talking. But let me tell you, my dear, there is nothing like you telling me to say that, Liz, I cannot make such kind of a decision. You need to separate. You have to make this separation in order for you to see the elevation in your life. Don't let yourself be held up in order for you not to see a blessing in your life. The moment you just let go, you will actually start seeing blessings happening in your life, because you have let go of certain things that were holding you. It's like the door. You know, in order for you to hear someone knocking on that door needs to be closed. When it's just open like that, you cannot see people coming to knock. The door is just open. So close that door for people who are toxic. Close that door for people who are not helping you grow. Close that door if you are having things which are not actually helping you grow. In order for you to see that elevation, I'm telling you, you got to close up the doors that are not actually of value in order for elevation to find you. You will see a lot of blessings coming, but because of certain kind of things that are not sitting so well in your life, blessings are failing to come. Have you ever seen whereby maybe you are with the certain kind of a person, and the moment you find yourself with them, you start seeing bad things happening? Why? because they are not good for you. You are just complaining to say, oh my God, these things has happened. Oh my God, this thing has happened, because of the bad spirits, bad vibes that they have. Yet you are failing to get to have good news. So you have to separate, discover these kind of things and separate yourself completely in order for you to see God and making a shift in your life. So thank you so much for actually watching this video up to this far end. I really appreciate. I don't want to make this video too long, but all I can say is that you got to make a decision. So thank you so much. Bye. And please don't forget to actually subscribe to my channel so that all the time whenever I upload new videos, you will actually be notified to say that Liz has posted a new video. So thank you so much. Have a lovely time. Bye.